All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Real Talk. This time, though, we got a little twist on it. This is Real Talk, Ball Talk. We're breaking down players, plays, and performances. I'm your boy, Ryland, and we got a special co-host, my brother-in-law, Cade Fortin. Cade, thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, what's going on?
As you can see, played in Arkansas, played a little QB, but no, we're super excited for this. Basically, our mission statement for Real Talk in itself is to connect players individually, tell those stories, and share that with fans. Our mission statement for this, for Real Talk, Ball Talk, is more specific. It's to spread our knowledge and our experiences playing college football with the younger generation. It's stuff that we wish we knew when we were younger that we want to share with you guys, as well as just the average fan on the couch. We want to be able to share stuff with you guys so you understand the game better. And then one thing we're also going to do is have pro athlete guests on. And so that'll allow you to get behind the scenes pictures of their routine, their mental aspect, and how you can improve your routine and mental game as well.
Yeah, I think something that I really look forward to is being able to help younger kids. I think coaching is one thing that I've always kind of thought that I'd get into. So I think this way, being able to help kids and using clips to break down film or be able to give advice on recruiting, give one-on-one lessons for the mental side of the sport. I think that's a good way that we can help people that are maybe in our position that we were 10 years ago.
No doubt, and I think what's cool about this is we've been through it, and so we're still going through it, and so it's cool to be able to connect with kids that are younger than us that want to get to where we are. And we can relate to them, and I feel like there's not a lot of this kind of stuff out there, and if there is, no offense to anybody that does it, but it's a lot of guys that haven't done what we've done, and so I think that's what's going to make us stand out is we've been through it. SEC quarterback, ACC quarterback, national championships, we've been through it, and I think we're a pretty reliable source. So speaking of ACC, SEC, you're actually from North Gwinnett High School. That's where you played high school ball. So tell me about being committed somewhere during high school, getting hurt, decommitting, committing somewhere else. What was that like winning a state championship, first of all, in the state of Georgia?
Yeah, so big shout out to Jimmy Urzua, greatest quarterback in North Gwinnett history. But yeah, my senior year, I was committed to Texas A&M, had been committed there for about a year leading up to my senior year, and I had a season-ending injury, broke both bones of my leg.
First game, right?
Second game. Okay. First quarter, second game. So yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Let's talk about some cats that were on that team. Give me some names.
We had a squad there. We got defense. We're just talking defense. We got DJ Turner. He had a good rookie year at the Bengals last year.
Third fastest 40 time.
Yeah, 4.27, something like that. Crazy. And then we had Warren Burrell, who's fellow Jacket.
Yep, co-host of Real Talk Georgia Tech. Shout out Warren.
He ended up going to Tennessee, and then we had linebacker go to Iowa. We had another DB go to Nebraska. Couple other guys there, and then Jared Ivey he's a younger guy, he plays at Ole Miss. He was a Jacket at one point.
Yeah.
Gosh, dude.
Downs,
yeah, talking about offense, we got Josh Downs playing slot, Tyler Goodson was a
NFL.
Yeah, all Big Ten running back. We got my buddy Warren Erickson, O-line, Georgia Bulldog, and then we got Payne Walker, long snapper, D-line.
Shout out the boys.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little squad there for sure. But yeah, I was hurt all that year, so I got to watch from the sidelines. But I mean, we had a squad for sure.
And that was the year. So y'all went to state. You had to watch from the sideline. That was the year. Tell me about playing at home in state championship game.
Yeah. So
the field goal. Walk me through everything.
Oh, dude, that's so nuts. I still tell people about it to this day. But yeah, playing in the Georgia Dome. I think that was the first year the new dome was having state championships. I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. But there was an ice storm that blew through, and I guess there was a hazard with the ice falling off of the side of the building. Or maybe it was the buses couldn't make it down there. I don't know exactly, but yeah, we ended up playing the higher seed, got the home field advantage, and so we played. We brought in the bleachers in the end zones. I think capacity we were over 10,000, something like that. And we played Colquitt at home. It was freezing cold, and we threw a Hail Mary, got a defensive penalty, so it was an untimed down. Ended up kicking like a 42-yard field goal to win the game. So that's crazy.
That kicker will go down in North Gwinnett history. They're a cold night, 42-yarder. Yeah. That kicker is going down in North Gwinnett history. Dude, so you go from state championship, broken leg, committed to A&M.
Yep.
You decommit from A&M, go to North Carolina. What was that process like?
Yeah, so the coach that I was committed to, Coach Sumlin, he got fired. Jimbo gets hired. Kind of wasn't really sure what was going on there, so ended up committed to North Carolina, who stayed solid with me throughout the whole process. And I got there, still rehabbing my leg. I was probably last on the depth chart going into spring ball. And ended up, some things happened where we had a guy get suspended. And then we had, just some unfortunate things of, some of my good buddies. Those are guys I still talk to today. But ended up being able to start, I think it was week 4 or 5. And, I got hurt, last play before halftime. O-lineman fell on my knee. Thought I had ACL, the whole 9. Ended up not being too crazy. So I got to come in back at the end of the year and finish out the last 2 games of the year. And then our coach got fired. Mac Brown gets hired. And then Sam Howell comes in and absolute stud. And then I ended up transferring. This was actually before the transfer portal, so pretty interesting process there. It was it might have actually been right before it was implemented, so I don't know exactly, but it was a little different, getting coaches reaching out to me and stuff.
How did that work?
It was basically I think I just put my name in and probably pretty similar to how it is today. I don't know if it was officially called the transfer portal, but basically my name got sent out and coaches contacted me and stuff. And I had, a couple schools there and ultimately ended up going to South Florida, where I graduated my undergrad there and then grad transfer to Arkansas, where I think I grew the most as a human, as a football player. I think I matured a lot there. But yeah, it's been a journey. 6 years of college football. I think I've been through it all.
3 schools. I can relate to that, brother. Nowadays, it's just how it is. I think, and that's the one thing people don't understand is people transfer. There's 99% of college football players. There's 100%, 1% transfer for money that can get paid. The other 99% just want to go play.
Yeah.
Or go to a better situation that's not in a toxic environment. And I think that's one of the most misunderstood concepts. But that's a great example of a guy who's been through a lot of stuff and come out on the other side of it successful and can talk guys through that. Plus being in 4 different offenses?
I think really 5. I've learned probably 5, maybe 5.5 if you kind of, interim coach, but.
Well, dude, going through 5 offenses, we'll get you up on the whiteboard here soon. Start teaching some folks at home how to read defense, how to defensive front, all kinds of stuff. We'll do some really good stuff. So that's one of the things we'll do is break down plays and different things on the whiteboard. Also break down film and do one-on-one stuff. So we're really excited about that. I think, let's see what else we want to hit. You got anything in your mind? Producer?
Me?
Yeah, anything?
What did you just say?
You haven't been listening, have you?
No, I was listening. That was good.
Talked about his whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of knows my
Everyone
story.
knows, yeah.
From Real Talk. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube channel,
Got your
TikTok,
background on
Instagram.
there. So it's got your background
Yeah.
on there and the other.
I think we're good.
You could give little bit of what you're hoping to like expand? I know you kind of mentioned it, but you could kind of say like what you're hoping it can get to. Like you're doing a podcast once a month, and then
talk about our vision. What's our vision for? We talked about our mission statement. What's our vision for Real Talk Ball Talk?
I think being able to reach out to kids that are coming up in football, and it's hard to learn about football if you don't grow up in a family that's been around it, if you don't have a coach around you that really knows his stuff and is really there to help teach. I think that's really important. So I think the vision is to help those kids in that position, that don't have the resources to learn the game, all the way from starting up at a young age to into high school and going on to college. I think all levels through there. There's definitely different tiers of detail that you can get in with defense and offensive schemes and things of that nature. So I think just being a resource for people that weren't as fortunate to have somebody in their corner. Like I've had some great people in my life that have been able to help me and be able to develop as a football player. Not to toot my own family name, but like my uncle played in the league for 12 years, and he knows people that know people to be able to help us, be better. And growing up, that was a huge advantage for me. I think it's a huge advantage for a lot of people, just getting to know the game. And so I think being able to help kids in that way is kind of the vision that I'm thinking of.
I love it, dude. I think even for guys that did have the resources but just didn't know how to do it or go about it, because I know, like for example, for me in high school, my dad played in college but was an offensive lineman, so didn't know much about reading defenses and stuff. And in high school, you're just kind of running around, just doing all kinds of stuff. So to be able to help guys, mentally be able to sharpen their game as well as what you mentioned about just giving them the resources they need, I think it's really good.
Especially like guys, you transition from high school to college. You might be a high recruit in high school, and you could be a freak athlete and have no idea what to do when you get to college. Mm-hmm. And you get a playbook thrown at you, and it's like a foreign language. So I think being able to help guys transition from middle school to high school, where it's a jump there, and then the mental jump from high school to college is just as much as the physical that a lot of people just don't know about.
No doubt, dude. That's something we're very experienced in. I would say if you guys have any plays you want broken down, any plays that you want us to go over from big time games, any schemes you want us to go over, if you want to send us your film, you can go ahead and do that. Our email is up in the bio. But we're looking forward to getting this thing rolling. Hopefully we'll be back here in a couple weeks with a special guest for you guys. But stay tuned for more from the Ball Talk brothers, Real Talk Ball Talk, where we break it down plays, players, and performance.